Living language.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone and welcome to Living Language with me สุวรรณาเข็มแดง from Faculty of Liberal Arts ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร This program was brought to you by RMUTP English Online. You can listen to our programs at englishonline.rmutp.ac.th and Facebook page and YouTube channel RMUTP Live.In trendy vocabs today, we are going to talk about Songkran in Thailand and followed by language learning tips and news. Stay tuned.
Trendy words.
Trendy words right now in Thailand in the hottest month of the year, April, is all the words about Songkran festival. So I'm going to talk about the words Songkran, สาดน้ำเปียกส่งน้ำพระ and ทำบุญ We are going to learn how to say this and learn the meanings in English.Songkran is the Thai word that can be written in English in different ways to make the sound closest to Songkran. So it can be written Songkran. This is the most popular way. It can be written contiguous like Songkran together or with a space between Song and Kran. Songkran, also known as the water splashing festival. Water splashing is สาดน้ำ That means throw water to each other. Songkran is a celebration to mark the start of the Thai New Year. Buddha images are bath.In Thai we say สงน้ำพระ This is to give a bath to the Buddha image. And younger Thais show respect to monks and elders by sprinkling water over their hands. So getting wet is what Songkran is most popular for. Getting wet in Thai is เปียก That means you are getting wet.So if someone tell you that if you go out during Songkran, you will be getting wet, that means you are going to be เปียก In the past, the festival is an all-out water war with unsuspecting victims and eager participants being breasted by high-powered super soakers. But right now, Thailand has set some rules and regulations to make Songkran safer. For example, no ice throwing, no high-power hose shooting water to the passers-by. So it's safer right now, but for some people, they think it's not that fun to do something politely. Songkran runs between the 13th to 15th in April, and festivities can be found countrywide. During Songkran, the normal quiet and respectful Thais go a little crazy. For the next 3 or 4 days, visitors to Thailand should expect to get wet and perhaps be smeared with white powder. But please don't get mad. We normally come out smiling during Songkran. Try to keep our temper and smile because unlikely that it seems, the antics of Songkran are part of the ancient tradition of paying respect to elders. But we throw water and smear powder to strangers and friends. However, it's Songkran, so don't dress in white.Thin white t-shirts and tops can be pretty revealing when wet. You will also be painted with white powder. Again, don't get mad. Forget what you look like and soak up with the atmosphere. If you want to be fully prepared, put on some swimwear under your clothing. That will be better. Make your belongings waterproof. If you take your camera out with you, make sure you put it in a plastic bag. But if your belongings are waterproof, so don't worry about getting out during Songkran, you will be okay. But still, be ready to accept your fate. Even a quick trip to a local restaurant is likely to include a soaking. You may even find yourself faced with a frying water bucket or two. And Songkran's traditional side is not just about water splashing. You can make an effort to see the more traditional side of the festival. Water is used to gently wash the hands of elders and monks and bath Buddha images. Sand pagodas are constructed in the temple grounds. This is part of making merit during Songkran festival. Making merit in Thai is ทำบุญ so you will hear people saying ไปทำบุญ during Songkran festival. That part of the making merit are offering food to the monks, and also in Songkran they splashing water to the monks too, and also the Buddha image. So we have covered all the 5 trendy words during the upcoming festival Songkran. สาดน้ำ that is water splashing or water throwing or throwing water. Getting wet is เปียก สงน้ำพระ is bathing Buddha image. And ทำบุญ is merit making or making merit.
Language learning tips.
Welcome back to Living Language. Now let's talk about language learning tips. When we use Microsoft Word and run spell check, the program will underline words with misspelling with red line. But for the word Songkran that we talk in the first part of the program today, that is a Thai word and is officially a correct word because it's been used around the world and people understand what Songkran is. But I have brought some ideas of what to do when written foreign words in English. Part of the tips are from concisewriting.com.au. So we know what to do with the foreign words in English when we have to use this in our articles. When we speak or write English, we frequently use words borrowed from other languages. Some common examples are arm, A-R-M, from German, or pyjama from Persian. These words been in the language for so long, we no longer think about where they came from. But some other words that been adopted more recently, like sushi, S-U-S-H-I, that's a type of Japanese food, may sound more foreign to us, even though many of us may know that the word means familiar enough to most people now. When the word was first recorded in English in the 1890s, it was usually accompanied with an explanation. Now it would be considered a familiar term to most people, as sushi can be found in many supermarkets, food halls, and restaurants, and a lot of people love sushi, and maybe a main dish of some people as well. Some English words like oxygen reflect the French name. The French scientist gave in the 1790s to the new discovered element. So the French word, which was formed from 2 Greek words, was then borrowed into English. What to do with unfamiliar words borrowed from another language when you have to write them in your article? A borrowed word from a foreign language is written in italics if the word is considered unfamiliar, to show that it's not the regular words that people understand. if the word has become an everyday part of the English language, such as sushi, oxygen, barista, or kindergarten, it does not need to be italicized at all because most of the people understand. And if we have Latin words and abbreviations that are in common use in the language, such as ad hoc, this word doesn't need to be italicized because most English speakers and English learners know the meaning of this. The common use principle applies to Latin shortened form as well. For example, AM, that means in the morning, or PM, that means in the afternoon. These are foreign words, but right now everyone knows English, understands what this means. And when writing the term in full, the Latin words take italics anyway. And for some scientific names of plants and animals, because some plants and animals are locally at some places or some country, and if we move these plants or animals or take them to somewhere else, so they normally go with their original names, such as koala, that they adopt the name as well. The genus and species of plants and animals, including any subspecies, take italics. And names down to genus level also start with a capital letter, but species names are in lowercase. Common names do not take italics. For example, acacia. That's the name that is we are not familiar. So we have to show that it's a foreign word. And also, in some languages, there are accents and other special markings. Many languages, including French, German, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Polish, Czech, Swedish, and more, also have diacritical marks, commonly known as accents. Diacritics serve several different purposes in the language. They can affect pronunciation or completely change the meaning of a word. For example, the original of the words cafe, premier, resume are French words with that came with accents. But in English, we write these words without italics and often even without the accents. Anyway, in French, however, the accent marks are not optional, meaning you have to put accent mark all the time or the meaning will change. Lastly, if you are not sure about whether a word of foreign origin should be italicized or take an initial capital, check with a dictionary. That's the best way. Spelling foreign names and words using the correct diacritics is particularly important as it shows respect to the cultures and people you are writing about. Such attention to detail will also add professionalism to your writing and will help the reader feel confident that you are rigorous about other aspects of your work too. And that wraps up the language learning tips for today. Coming up next, RMUTP News.
RMUTP News.
RMUTP News today is Rajmongkol Pranakon and Industry for National Defense and Security Association or INDSA work together to develop technology and industry for national defense. Dr. นัทวรพลรัชสิริวัชรบุญ RMUTP President and Dr. ปรินบุญยกนิษฐ์ Vice President for Administrative Research and Innovation Development attended the first National Defense Technology and Industry Exhibition by the National Defense Industry Association or DPA, co-sponsored by Department of Defense Science and Technology, Ministry of Defense, Royal Thai Army, Radio and Television Station Channel 5 and Thai Subcon Association on 20th of March 2023 at the Royal Thai Army Channel 5 สนามเป้า Air Chief Marshal Manat Wongwat, the president of INDSA, was the chairman of the opening ceremony. The exhibition was aimed to create opportunities and integrate cooperation from all sectors and to discuss how engineering and innovation can enhance national defense capabilities, stability, and security. At the same time, the exhibition was aimed to make known of the activities of Thailand National Defense Industry Association to public. Well, that's all we have time for today, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. I will see you again same time next week. Please subscribe to our channel on Facebook, YouTube, and online. RMUTP Live and all the programs can be accessed online at englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ
Living Language